The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. This is who's in and who's out, and the last minute details and updates you need to know about this game. So, it's being played Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time in Buffalo. It's still supposed to be really bad weather, be snowing, be windy, but this game will be taking place then after being moved away from the Sunday 1 p.m. Eastern Time slot. So, who's in, who's out, and all the injuries that are happening in this game and the people who are going to be missing it. So, the game status for TJ Watt, he's the only person out for the Steelers, obviously dealing with that knee injury that he suffered last week in the Steelers' season finale win over the Baltimore Ravens. On Friday, though, they were dealing with a lot of injuries. They had some people coming back from injuries who have missed some time, but the Friday injury report looked like this. Najee Harris with a knee injury, he practiced in full. Minkah Fitzpatrick, knee injury, practiced in full. Elandon Roberts, pectoral injury, practiced in full. Isaac Seumalo, guard for the Steelers, shoulder, did not practice. And then obviously TJ Watt did not practice. So, out of all those injuries I just listed that were happening on the Friday injury report and the people who were questionable, the only person who was truly in doubt of playing was Minkah Fitzpatrick because of his knee injury that he's been dealing with the last few weeks and him missing those games. But it looks like he's healed up, and who knows if he's going to get all those starter snaps at the safety position, or will they try to maintain his health with him being in a limited role with Eric Rowe and Patrick Peterson playing well at the safety position and DeMonte Casey coming back. So the Steelers are going to have a lot of safeties now on the field, and it's going to be interesting to see Minkah Fitzpatrick if he's going to be fully out there or will he be limited because of that injury and him just coming back from it. But he was the only one truly questionable other than TJ Watt being named out. Now, moving over to the Buffalo Bills side of the ball and looking at their injury report, you look at their game statuses, and wide receiver Gabe Davis is out for this game, and safety Taylor Rapp with a calf injury is also out. The two people questionable for the game, whose status is still up in the air, is linebacker Tyrell Dodson with a shoulder injury and cornerback Rasul Douglas with a knee injury. Those two were the ones questionable for this game. But there's some other injuries that took place in the Friday practice, but all those guys have been kind of cleared for the game. I'll just go through it really quickly. You look at Josh Allen, he's been dealing with a neck injury, practice in full, will play. Deion Dawkins, tackle with a hand injury, full participant, will play. And also you look at Leonard Floyd, full participant, will play. Ty Johnson, concussion, limited. He did not appear on the final injury report. Damar Hamlin, shoulder, full. Micah Hyde, neck, full. Linebacker Von Miller, full. And tight end Dawson Knox with an illness did not participate, but he should be full and was not listed on the injury report for the game or game status. So the Buffalo Bills, the Pittsburgh Steelers, these are the injuries for both teams. Heading into this matchup, Steelers only have one player that is ruled out for the game. Buffalo Bills have two, and then two other questionable. But this is what's going to be taking place, and this is kind of the last minute update that you need to know for who will actually be playing in this game. Now, just to give you guys an update on the Steelers, just minutes ago, they actually did elevate two players from the practice squad to the main roster, meaning that they will be playing in this game. You look at who they elevated Miles Jack, inside linebacker, and safety Eric Rowe. They've been on the Steelers practice squad, and they've been risen to the main roster the last 2 weeks of the regular season, and once again now in the playoffs, they've also been elevated from the practice squad and will be playing in this game. Miles Jack, who was in retirement and did not play basically all of this season, he signed to the Steelers practice squad on November 20th. He was also elevated for week 16 and then week 17 and week 18. So Jack, he has a combined 17 tackles, 12 of them solo, and he has a sack and a tackle for loss in 3 games so far this year with the Steelers. So he's been a key addition to their team and really a solid linebacker for them, and one of the main reasons why they're secure at that position even with all those injuries they've been dealing with. And then Eric Rowe, on the other hand, he almost had like 3 interceptions. He's had one this year, but he's almost had like 3 others. And he's been a really solid guy for the Steelers, especially with a depleted secondary, with Minka Fitzpatrick being out to injury, DeMonte Casey being suspended, Keanu Neal being out to injury. They've been missing so many guys, and he's been really a very key veteran who was signed to the Steelers practice squad on November 20th, played in Week 16, played in Week 17, and he has had 29 tackles, 22 of them solo tackles, an interception, a forced fumble, and a tackle for loss. So he's been really key for the Steelers defense these past few weeks of the season. And now both players will be playing in this game and once again trying to help the team. But like I said, now let's move over to the actual football being played on the field and let's talk about it, giving you some updates, giving you my thoughts on the game before this game is actually getting started tomorrow. So I'm going to start with the Steelers once again because they're my team. That's the team I want to win. That's the team I cover. So might as well talk about the Steelers first, and that's probably why you're watching this video. So starting off with the Steelers, looking at their offense. If it is a snowy game, they're still going to have to rely on that running game. Even if it's not a snowy game, I truly believe they should still rely on their running game because it helps the offense if the passing game goes off of the run game because it leads more one-on-one matchups, and it's easier for Mason Rudolph to throw the ball if the secondary and if everyone's trying to stop the run. So the Steelers have been doing a really good job the last few weeks. I've seen a stat since week 8. Najee Harris is second in the league in running yards. So him and Jalen Warren, they're going to be keys to this game, trying to get going and trying to be dominant against a Bills run defense is not really too good. So that's what the Steelers game plan should be and what they should be doing. So now you look at the Bills side of the ball. Obviously, they have a passing game and they have a quarterback who's special in Josh Allen, someone who could be a game changer and make things happen on his own when things break down. So that's the first person they're going to need to stop. Make sure they contain Josh Allen, make sure he doesn't get going, and make it very hard on him. Because I've been saying this all week, but he is turnover prone. So if you just make it hard on him, it could be a really good game for the Steelers defense. But it seems like whenever the Steelers face Josh Allen always ends up going off against them and does really well. And then Stephon Diggs ends up going off. So that's the first person the Steelers will need to stop. Josh Allen, and then everything after that, you can make them run the ball. Make them run the ball. If they want to run the ball and beat you that way, sure. But just don't let Josh Allen be the reason why you lose this game. This Bills running game has been worse than to start the year. To start the year, they've been kind of a running team. But over the last few weeks, they just have not been getting some successful runs on the ground with James Cook anymore. So they're going to be probably looking to pass ball more. But in this type of weather, if it is snowing and snow on the field, they may have to go back to the running attack. And that would be benefit the Steelers much more than a clear game where Josh Allen could just throw the ball wherever he wants without having to worry about wind or snow. So in these conditions, I still believe it will favor the Steelers unless the cold field clears up and it's only cold, then it will favor the Bills. But if it's not and it's a wintry game, then the Steelers should have the benefit in this matchup. So that's what the Bills are going to look to do. They're probably going to look to get Josh Allen going, get him a few runs on the ground, kind of get him going, kind of get his legs going. And once he starts running the ball himself, that's when you know he's in a rhythm. And that's when you know things are going to go bad. So that's Josh Allen. That's the Buffalo Bills side of the ball. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers side of the ball. And what both teams are going to be doing to try to win this game. So I'm going to give a quick prediction on who I think is going to win. I'm going to say the Steelers pull this one out. I have to have that belief. They're my team. I cover them. I watch all their games. I believe the Steelers are on a roll right now. And hopefully they continue that into this playoff game. And they don't slow down. So I say the Steelers win this game. But let me know down in the comments below your thoughts. Who do you believe wins this game? Do you think Buffalo wins or the Steelers win? I say the Steelers. Let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. Make sure you click the subscribe button, turn on notifications as well next to it. Make sure you click that bell so you never miss out whenever I post the next Steelers video. Get updated right away, and you can watch all your Steelers news. I cover everything you could think of coverage of the Steelers. Just know I cover it. So click that subscribe button, click that notification bell. Also, make sure you drop a like and comment down below as well on this video. And I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.